Hey, what's going on, guys? Coach Seth here, Superior Athletes. So today I want to talk to you guys about some of the best ways to recover from your workouts. And I know what a lot of you are thinking. You think I'm going to give you some of these fancy equipments, tools, remedies, things like that in order to get the best recovery you can, which it's not always the case with most athletes. Things like foam rolling, ice baths, Normatex, Theraguns, those things can be good and a good tool for some athletes. But from where you're at, for most athletes, probably not going to be necessary. At least I think you need to be adding these things I'm going to give you to your plan first. So these things you can be focusing on right now, today. You don't need any special equipment. These are just going to be much higher on the priorities list, and it's just going to be much better to start doing first. Then once you start getting them down and everything, and then you want to just take your recovery to the next level, then you can start adding in those specific tools and equipments and remedies and things like that. But I'm going to give you 4 different ways to recover the best that you can, really just maximize your recovery. As an athlete, I know a lot of the times, especially being basketball players, we are just killing our body all the time. So recovery is so important. We need that maximum focus with our recovery. And this is only going to benefit us as an athlete. This is going to maximize your adaptation with all the workouts that you're doing and all your skills play and things like that. I know a lot of us don't want to focus on these things like that just because they're kind of tedious and everything. But once you start to realize how important your recovery is going to change the game for you and your sport. So I'm going to go ahead and talk through some of the best ways to recover. There's going to be 4 of these, but before we go any farther, I want to let you guys know, if you want to support me, support the channel, first of all, make sure to give these videos a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed, and also comment if you have any questions or anything. But also, you can check out my Teespring store. I'm going to link it up in the description. So make sure to check that out if you're interested in supporting the channel, and plus you're going to get a pretty cool t-shirt with that. All right, so the very first thing you need to be focusing on when it comes to recovery is going to be sleep. I can't stress enough how important your sleep is, so make sure to take it seriously. I'll give you a couple points on certain things to focus on. So quantity is important, yes, 7 to 9 hours, but it's not always necessarily about how long your sleep is. We really want to focus on the quality of your sleep as well. Basically meaning, how long can we get into our deep sleep and stay in our deep sleep for as long as possible. Sometimes we don't even get into our deep sleep. There's a couple things that you can do to kind of help you with the quality of your sleep. One of the other points that I'm going to bring up is going to be one of the things that's going to help your sleep. But another thing is just limiting the blue light throughout your day. So the blue light is what's on your electronics, your phone, your computer, your TV, anything that has an electronic that you're looking at with the screen, that's going to have a blue light that's shining into your eyes, and that actually affects not only your sleep, but your deep sleep. Kind of a way to know if you're having trouble with the quality of your sleep. If you sleep 7 to 9 hours and you still wake up feeling tired, most of the time that just means the quality of your sleep is just lacking. So that's whenever you can be like, okay, I need to focus on the quality of my sleep. So limiting that blue light throughout the day is critical. Mainly 2 to 3 hours before you sleep is going to be the golden time. So try to avoid it as much as you can. And I know a lot of times it's just not avoidable, but there are apps on your phone. Mine has a setting on it to where I can have it automatically come on, which I used to do it that way, but now I just have it on all the time, just because I want to maximize that limiting the blue light throughout the day. You could also get some blue light glasses. I've been experimenting with those, and I like them. It's really more about me just feeling better. Like if you're somebody that just wants to watch a movie right before you go to bed, or you just can't help but just watch TV before you go to bed, and you know that's your problem and you can't really get rid of it, you might want to consider getting some of these blue light glasses. Once again, just to limit that blue light as much as possible. All right, and the next thing, and this one's actually going to play into your sleep as well. It's going to help you with the quality of your sleep, and that is going to be nutrition. So nutrition is important for a lot of things, but we're talking about recovery in this video. So getting in that nutrition is going to be huge whenever we're trying to recover the best we can. There's a lot of things that play into nutrition. I'm always going to recommend getting the MyFitnessPal app. That's what I've used to really dial in my nutrition And really, it really helped me to learn a lot about it too as well. So make sure to get the MyFitnessPal app. This will help you a lot. But a couple points I want to go over. Make sure you get plenty of carbs, plenty of protein. And that's why I say get the app, just because whenever you say plenty, you're kind of going in the dark. You have no idea how many to get. Really just make sure you're eating enough. You know, we're burning a lot of calories. So we really just need to be eating enough, but also we need to know how much we need to eat. So carbs and protein, make sure you get those in, especially protein. Protein is one of the fuelers for recovery, so focus on that protein. I like to say MyFitnessPal will kind of give you a guideline of where that protein needs to be, but usually about 1 gram per pound of body weight. So if you're 200 pounds, you need probably like 200 grams of protein, at least 0.8. Is kind of where I like to be with the protein. Make sure you're getting in your fruits and vegetables, 2 to 3 servings a day at least. A lot of your carb sources can come from the fruit and vegetables, and then just limiting the obvious. I'm not gonna say avoid it, because I know that's not gonna happen, and you want to be able to enjoy what you're doing as well. You don't wanna just completely hate your diet, because you're not gonna be able to sustain that for a long period of time. So limiting the obvious, you know, fast foods, sweets, processed foods, limit those the best you can. Like say you're gonna have a cheat meal or something, try to only have like 2, maybe 3 cheat meals a week. And then the rest needs to be a clean cut, very structured diet. All right, and my next point for getting the best recovery possible is to get the proper rest. This simply just means don't be working the same muscle groups every single day or back-to-back days. We need that day of rest in between. And I say day of rest because there's a lot of studies that have been showing that 48 hours is kind of like the sweet spot of rest. So that just leads you to think about the volume of your workouts. If your workouts are 1.5 to 2 hours long, that's gonna take a lot of recovery time. That's gonna have to happen. And brings me back to my point with that 48-hour window. Lots of studies have shown if you just annihilate your body every single workout and you have to wait 3, 4, 5, sometimes 6 days before the soreness actually goes away enough where you can attack them again, the adaptation of the body isn't as beneficial as that 48-hour window. So think about shortening the volume of your workouts and then getting them more quantities throughout the week. That's gonna be a much better structure of your workouts. All right, and the last point I'm gonna go over is gonna be active recovery. So on our rest days, on the days that we need to, rest our muscles and fuel our muscles with that nutrition, right? It's not gonna be the best interest to just completely rest the body. Like if you're like, okay, I'm resting, I need to not move my body as much as possible today. That's not the best way to go. You want that movement in the body, but you want just a proper dose of movement. You don't want to overdo it because that's going to lead to overtraining. We don't want that. That's detrimental to the benefits. We just want a proper movement in the body. Go for a light walk, maybe a light jog. Just listen to your body. Doing some yoga or something like that. That's a great active recovery and mobility for the body. Just a way for you to get some slight activation in the muscles and some slight elevation of the heart rate as well. And this only needs to last like 10 to 15 minutes. And that would be a good active recovery day for you. So think of it like a workout, but it's like a very small dose of the workout. So for that point, just be careful to not overtrain. We don't want to overtrain. My point is, we don't want to just be sitting on your butt all day, because that can be detrimental as well. And we want that middle ground for our rest days. So those are my 4 best things for recovery that you can start implementing today. So make sure to start this right now. This is going to be great for your adaptation. It's going to be great for your improvements. Once again, make sure to check out my Teespring store if you want to support the channel. It's in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you have any thoughts, questions, make sure to drop them in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single video. And I'll see you guys next time.